Lesson 3. Draw triangles with given conditions. In Lesson 2, we'll focus on triangles only. We'll be given conditions and told to draw triangles with those characteristics, just like in Lesson 2. We're also going to be considering how many triangles can be made when given a set of conditions. Here are some questions to consider during the lesson. Can 3 side lengths always make a triangle? If they can, is that a unique triangle or no? Can 3 angle measures always make a triangle? And is that triangle unique or are there others like it? What are included and non-included angles? Remember to take notes as you watch the video and participate in the activities. Your notes may include observations, theorems, and other notes that you need to remember for future work. We'll focus on side lengths first. The first question to consider is, can 3 side lengths always make a triangle? And if they can, is that the only triangle they can make, or are there others? So you might be thinking that a triangle has 3 sides, so 3 sides have to make a triangle. It might be a better question to ask is, will any 3 lengths join together to make a triangle? If the question is, will any 3 lengths join together to make a triangle, here are some examples of 3 lengths that will not join to make a triangle. Just like in Lesson 2, we're going to use the site GeoGebra. The following slides will link you to mini activities. I'll be explaining each activity. You'll pause the video and then resume the video once you're done. We're using the honor system here, so your teachers can't check to see that you've done these activities, and we don't need you to send us screenshots. But you know that the more you practice, the better you'll be at this work. And you also know that this knowledge will be useful in Algebra 1 and in high school geometry. So how can we tell if 3 side lengths join together to make a triangle? After a lot of exploring, trial, and error, mathematicians discovered a relationship between the side lengths of a triangle. You're going to pause the video and explore this GeoGebra link. You're going to read and follow the directions, and then resume the video when you're ready to go on. Did you notice something? If you haven't noticed something yet, focus on how the sum of the length of the 2 shorter sides compares to the length of the 3rd side. So if you add the 2 shorter sides together, how does that compare to the length of the 3rd side? Here's a new link that might help you see this relationship. Pause the video, explore the link, and then come back to the video. Can you fill in this blank? The sum of the 2 shortest sides is blank than the length of the 3rd side. Here's one more brief activity to explore. Pause the video and resume when you're ready to go on. Here's what we hoped you noticed. This relationship is called the triangle inequality theorem. The sum of the lengths of any 2 sides of the triangle will always be greater than the length of that 3rd side. The opposite is true. If you add 2 sides of a triangle and it's less than or equal to the 3rd side's length, those 3 sides will not come together to make a triangle. Once you know that 3 sides will come together to make a triangle, this triangle is unique. When we rotate or reflect the triangle, it doesn't create a new triangle. So there's only one triangle that can be created with those 3 side lengths put together. Now we're going to focus on the angle measurements within a triangle. So, can any 3 angles create a triangle? Are there some combinations that do make triangles and others that do not? And if 3 angles make a triangle, can they only make one triangle? Or can those 3 angles make more than one triangle? In the following activities, focus on the sum of the angles in a triangle and pay attention to the visuals that are created. Remember to pause the video during the activities and then resume when you're finished. I hope you like those visuals. I think they do a great job of showing us this big idea. The big idea we're focusing on is something mathematicians call the triangle angle sum theorem. And this theorem says that the sum of the three angles inside of a triangle will always be 180 degrees. Once you make a triangle with the three angles, is that the only triangle you can make with those three angles, or are there more? We can make reductions and enlargements to create an infinite number of triangles with the same three angle measures. This video does a good job of focusing in on the big ideas. There are some smaller, more minor details that we want you to practice and be exposed to by completing the Lesson 3 examples and try-its. Remember also to complete the Math Excels for Lessons 1, 2, and 3 because they're due on Monday. And then also complete the check-in, which is also due on Monday. If you have any extra time or are curious, here are 2 additional links to GeoGebra that I found pretty interesting, and maybe you will too.